James Cook started, so he is doing well for me.
How's Alan doing?
Me.
Okay. He's so cute.
All right, welcome to Tribal Council number 10 of the season. I'm gonna start this shindig off with Eleanor. Um, Last round was kind of psychotic, at least in terms of the outcome of the tribal. You played your amulet, there was an idol played, there was a 4-3-2-1 vote before anything was even played, and that's heavily fractured. So, what was the aftermath of that vote like?
Um, there was kind of like a lot of different aftermath that happened. There was a lot of like personal aftermath and like emotional aftermath that I was like dealing with, as well as game aftermath. And like, I definitely like kind of made a statement as to like where my game is kind of the direction my game is going. And I think that that could like have alienated some people.
Um, Jonathan, you were one vote away from going, even though you only got two votes cast against you. How does that kind of spike your radar in terms of where you stand?
I mean, it's been very clear where I stand this entire merge. It's not a shock that I'm constantly on people's radar. So nothing changed.
Okay, that's fair. Abby, touchy subjects is always a really fun time for anybody in a Survivor game. Were there any responses or majority thoughts that surprised you?
No, not at all. I think I understood all of the answers. And I actually think for future games, you should make the questions spicier. Just a note.
Okay, all right. Takes production notes, make things spicier per Abby. Um, Laura, speaking of spicy, an amulet was activated this round that now has resulted in two people basically having safety without power, which leaves us at 8 people basically participating tonight. How does that change the dynamic overall?
Um, to be totally honest with you, I don't think it changed the dynamic very much at all. Um, Kind of similar to Eleanor's answer when I played the amulet, there were honestly more emotional ramifications from that ceremony than there were necessarily game ramifications, in my opinion. Um, And so I don't know that it had as much of an effect on the game as it may have if I had, for example, played it on an odd numbered round and I could have formed a trio, where 3 people would have had immunity or 3 people could have potentially lost their vote. So, to be honest with you, I don't think it changed a whole lot.
Fair, okay. So Kevin, Laura and Eleanor have both brought up that the emotional aspect has really kind of sunk its claws into the game this round. Do you think that that's going to potentially start to affect the strategic thinking of how people navigate this round or next round or however many down?
Um, I mean, I think the emotional aspect of Survivor plays a big part, especially in orgs, because what happens in this game might affect somebody's emotional emotions towards you in a future game. Or I'm here meeting people and trying to get to know who they are. And it makes it harder to vote people out. It makes it harder to make certain decisions because are you making the best decision for your gameplay, or are you making your decision based on emotions? That kind of thing is what leads to better juries. What it leads to, I don't know, going further in the game. Do you go with the person who's best for your game, or your buddy who you've been aligned with for a long time? Like it plays a huge part, and especially at this point going forward is kind of whenever it becomes more prevalent.
Fair. Scott, I mean, I've been hosting Survivor for quite a few seasons now, and 9 through 7, final 9 through our final 7, I found is probably the most formulative rounds of the entire game. So as we go into these rounds, do you think the game is going to stay a little more fluid, or do you think sides are starting to lock? Do you think people are starting to kind of hone into a rigid group?
Honestly, my mind is still reeling from last tribal council. So I don't know what the dynamics are going to be moving forward. I'm just lucky my 2 feet are still standing on the ground. But yeah, honestly, I have no idea. I think that could. I think anything's possible, but I'm not sure.
Riazo, has advantage paranoia heightened since last round?
Maybe. I think so. I think people are thinking about something maybe getting played tonight, but we got to see.
Okay. And then my last question is for both Weeze and Steven. So both of you are safe tonight, but you also don't have the ability to vote. So how do you work to see what you want to get happen without really having any say in what happens?
Oh, I didn't know if Weez was going to first. I guess I'll go first. For me, like, I just try to show people that, like, hey, I'm here to at least listen and be a springboard. Like, even if I don't have a vote, that doesn't mean I don't have any value in this game. I think I can show that, like, I can be supportive, like, I can bounce ideas and scenarios and be sociable with people. So, like, I may not have a vote, but that certainly doesn't mean that I'm, totally useless. So, yeah.
Struggling whether or not I should answer my real answer or my tribal council answer. We'll go real for tonight. Yeah, like the way that like I feel like people just kind of drop me this round is crazy. It's like, damn, I want no vote, and like you're like, do not give a fuck. Bye. I'm like, wow, I'm just numbered to some of you guys, and that's it.
I Yeah, Weez and I were like, oh my God, we have a day off. And we weren't kidding. Like, people just were kind of like, oh, like, you can come back next round. We'll figure it out. Like,
Yeah, it's like it's a little discouraging. Um, I haven't had the greatest of weeks, yes, but like I've been here today and I've messaged everybody on the tribe, and there was just some people who were not giving me nothing. I was like, shit, man, like I don't even know. I'm quite glad I don't have a vote because would this have been the same way if I had a vote? Because I'm very feeling like very floundering. That little bitch from Little Mermaid, the little yellow guy. That's me right now. And I'm just trying not to get eaten up, but like I'm really hoping that there's, from all this talk of like advantage paranoia and like are there sides forming, I think it's obvious that there are, and that, if idols are gonna be played, idols are gonna be played. There's nothing that can happen to me tonight. So I'm a little bit, at least thankful for that. But I don't know where I fall. So I'm like, you could have told me something.
Right. Well, with that, does anybody have anything they want to add?
Good luck, everybody. Good luck.
All right. All right. Is 10-12 You have until 10:15 to lock in your votes.
All right. Now, as always, is the time for shout outs. Say hi to your prod guests. Talk about your day. Please fill this awful silence for me.
I wanna shout out to my Jakey. Hi Jakey, I know you're watching. I love you, I miss you.
Shout out to Eleanor's family, who watches Tribals.
Yeah, shout out to my brother. He's watching tonight.
And shout out to my project guests, my wife, my dogs, the same old, and every lovely person who's watching and playing and enjoying this game.
Shout out to all my prod guests. Love you all. Love the support that I've been given over the last few days. I really appreciate you all. And shout out to all the people who have reached out to me since the immunity challenge. I appreciate everything y'all have had to say and the way you've taught me to keep my head up. So it goes a long way. You know who you are.
Yo, shout out to Steven with the EV. Appreciate you, brother, for real. Shout out everyone on Mirage Island too.
Okay, I have the votes at this time. If anybody has an advantage or a hidden immunity idol and you would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. Okay, once the votes are read, the decision is final. The person voted out will be asked to leave Tribal Council Zoom and will be sent to Mirage Island. First vote, Jonathan. Abby, one vote Jonathan, one vote Abby. Jonathan, two votes Jonathan, one vote Abby. Abby, that's two votes Jonathan, two votes Abby. Jonathan, that's three votes Jonathan, two votes Abby. Abby, that's 3 votes Jonathan, 3 votes Abby. Jonathan, that's 4 votes Jonathan, 3 votes Abby, 1 vote left. 10th person voted out of Survivor Devil's Triangle. Jonathan, that's 5. That is enough. You have anything you would like to say?
Yeah, no, thank you so much for having me. It was great playing. Been not my game, not my season. That's all right. Eleanor and Weeze, you'll probably get my vote as long as you answer my tribal questions correctly. I will definitely be the harshest on the 2 of you, though. Abby and Kevin, I know you've been talking shit about me, so don't think that we're good. Laura, honestly, good luck, girl. The first boot of the season, being the winner, would honestly be exactly what these people deserve. The rest of you, good luck. And I would like to request that you just send me right to the jury house. I don't fuck with comeback twists. So,
Well, you're still gonna go there. So we'll see
all
you
right,
soon.
bye.
All right. Bye.
If you're gonna take a shot, don't miss.
All right. Well, how about that? Very cutesy, very demure. Welcome to Single Digits, everybody.